Hello, good evening, how are we all doing? I'm back, and I'm on top of Train Sim Fan, which is probably the best place to be, look. Whee! Can we have a very quick AV check to get us all going here? Can you hear me okay? Have I broken anything? Oh, he ran out of the way! He ran away, what a scumbag! Stay there. AV's 10 out of 10. Katie Cricket Fan. She was at Insomnia. Mrs. Frosty in the background, she was at Insomnia. That means you're 1.87 centimeters off the ground. It felt a little bit more. Welcome back, thank you.
Welcome back.
AV's all good. Let me bring up the game audio touch because it sounds a little bit quiet. There we go. That's probably a bit better. Right then, let's say hello to Mr. Steve.
Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing?
Say hi to Steve, everyone.
Hi. We're back after 2 weeks, which, to be honest, it feels like a lifetime. I'm just going to say it. It feels like forever that we've, since we've streamed
I agree.
farming.
I agree. It feels like a very long time since we've been farming.
Oh, yeah.
It does. But glad to be back. Glad to be back. Now we can chill out for a while. There's no more events
Well,
so far.
I was going to say, we can chill out in real life, but not in this game because we've got a lot of work to do tonight.
I've just noticed that. I was speaking to 77 Magmic before the stream, and he's like, "Yeah, you've got a busy one today," and I'm like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, you've got to do this, and I'm like, "Please no."
Can you adjust your mic volume down a little bit, and then I'll bring you up at my end because it kind of sounds like it's breaking a little bit.
Okay, changed. Hopefully that's better.
All right, I'll bring you up. Right, say something.
Testing, saying something. I don't know what else to say.
No, that's better. It's not starting to crack up now though.
Clip. Yeah,
that's it.
I blame it on the new mixer. I'm still,
Messing with it.
having issues and changing things, and
Yeah, that's
as you
fine.
do, as you do.
Jules with a hi mate. Hi, Jules. And who was that delivery? SF Giants 49er, welcome back. Thank you very much, sir. It's good to be back. Toon Dude, interesting meeting you as well, sir. So who do we have at Insomnia? Had Crikey on the picture. I'm trying to think now. We had Mr. and Mrs. Frosty. We had Toon Dude. We had Scottish RM. We had Katie Cricket Fan. Baz Tard.
Gothic.
Gothic Mew.
Yeah.
Trying to think on the photo on the roll. Well, obviously we had Sommy, Pringle, Mrs. Don't,
Twitch TV.
Twitch TV, Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah Louise. I wasn't there, unfortunately. I
On
was
the
Insomnia,
picture,
but
no.
I wasn't on the photo.
No, you wasn't on the picture. I was trying to think who we met in total, like everybody we met. LCF was there, I think, but you missed the picture.
There was a lot of people. There was LCF, Scottish RM.
Said that one.
There was Minion Josh. I don't know if
Minion
you actually,
Josh.
Did you meet Minion Josh?
Yeah, I did, because he had,
Yeah.
had that outfit on.
Yeah, I remember that.
He had the outfit.
I'm just trying to think who else. There was a lot of people. There was a hell of a lot of people that turned up.
There was. Trusarium turned up as well.
Oh, yes, he did. Yeah. Yeah, because he was visiting family, wasn't he?
MJ was there.
Dr. Dre. We can't forget Dre.
Dre. How could we forget Dre? He's probably raging right now.
That's it. He's just rage quit now. I rage quit. I'm
Don't
done.
forget me. I think we should just get everybody going here, and then we can chat away. Right, peeps, should we do some farming? Have fun, enjoy. I hope they heard that.
I heard it and I saw it, so it should be. They're all running away, so that must be.
Where's my... Actually, we need to... Is it harvest first? Field 1?
Yes, Harvest Field 1, I believe.
Oh, I don't know where the harvesters are. I'm just going to tab. Yeah, I'm in one.
Oh, come on.
Synchro hype.
First one of the night.
Blue Bradders. Don't forget me, lol. Blue Bradders.
No,
How could I
honestly,
forget you?
Blue Bradders, he was crazy. He was in his wheelchair again.
He was.
We went outside for a bit of fresh air, and he was like Lewis Hamilton. I honestly, I kid you not, he was like Lewis Hamilton, swerving around people, going around them like they were hairpins. It was crazy to watch.
Blue Bradders, right, guys? Blue Bradders has this, like, mobility wheelchair thing, but it just goes like a Tesla. That's the only way I can describe it. The way he drives it, it's barely on 4 wheels. He's an absolute nutter on it. Like, he does these, like, handbrake stops where the back end just comes up. And he's like ripping it around this event. It's just fantastic.
That's it. Anyone who got in his way, well, let's face it, he soon got out of his way.
Oh, yeah. I'm convinced. I think Blue Bladder should actually get the Tesla logo and just put it on the front of his wheelchair. It would just be great.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, and like strap an iPad to it as well so it looks like the business. Right, let's bring the map up. Where the heck are we going? Field 1 is... oh, it's not far away.
Yeah, it's only over there.
See if my steering wheel works. Oh, I can drive. That's a bonus.
It does help if I actually move my pedals from the side of me to where I need them, so I'll put a second.
You're on the Twitch app. Guys, I'll have to get through your messages shortly. I know there's a whole bunch of them. As expected.
Oh yeah, Dr. Geek Thumb and Miss Geek Thumb are there as well. And Mini Geek.
That's right, Dr. Geek Thumb, Mrs. Geek Thumb, and Minnie. It's just hard to get all the names. Are we going to the right here, or...?
I have no idea. I'm just following you at the moment.
I honestly can't see which way I'm facing.
South, southeast.
Oh,
south
are we?
Now.
Oh,
yeah,
crikey.
look at the top of the screen.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had a compass. Okay, so that's completely the wrong way, because we need to go north, east.
Oh.
Alright, let's turn right then. Hey, tugboat.
Like I said, at this point, I'm just following you, so...
Harm, I've not used the wheel with anything but iRacing yet, so I can't tell you. Bear in mind, I only just got it set up just before I started going to events and stuff. That's a heading of 2.5. Can we get out? Do you know what, Steve? It's been 2 weeks since we've been on this farm.
And you forgot where
I feel like I've forgotten where everything is. Okay, let's just make a decision. Let's go out this. We'll go out of here and figure it out.
Okay.
If we take the... Let's go left and take this road, I think. Which way's Majaffa going? Right. It's probably completely the worst way that you could possibly get to Field 1, but that's the way we're going.
We're not lost, we're exploring. That's where it is.
That's it. This is an exploration trip. It's actually 3 weeks. You cancelled the farm stream before you left. That's true, Bigfoot.
Is it 3 weeks?
I think it's 3. Because we're supposed to be farming. That's right, because we're supposed to be farming.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
And then I couldn't do it.
Yeah, because you had a meeting or something. I remember now. So it has been so long.
It has been a long time.
So no wonder we forgot the map. Like, forgot where to go.
No harm, I haven't used it on Euro Truck at all. I haven't tried it yet. It was good to meet all you nutters again, Blue Brothers. It was awesome, dude. It was absolutely great to see everybody. How was Truckfest, Cap? I hope you and Steve are both well. Andy Jr. Truckfest was great. I've got all the cheers anyway. Right, we've got a left turn coming up somewhere. Hey, Terminal Bob. This should take us to Field 1.
Sweet. Like I said, I'm just following you at the moment.
Right. Left turn, hype. Right, that's Field 4 on the left.
Welcome to Squirrel Tours, where we travel around the map and point out the field.
Yeah, Field 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. I don't know where we get in though.
I think we can actually get in at the top if we carry on following the road.
Yeah, Diamond Tiger, I realise there's a backlog building. But it's actually worse if I try and keep up with it when it's scrolling. It's even worse.
Yeah, just wait until we get to the field and he'll read them all out.
Exactly, when we go GPS. Legit Gamer, glad you enjoyed Insomnia. Hope I can come next year. Wish money wasn't a problem. Message for Steve. Would you like a slice of pizza from me and the girlfriend? If yes, I will send it in the P.O. box. Wow.
I've already had food before doing farming, so I'm okay. But I don't have a P.O. box anymore, so either way, I think I'll pass. But thank you for the offer.
You know what? I'm just going to take a shortcut here. I can't be bothered going all the way around. We'll just do that.
Fair enough. Well, that's correct anyway.
Well, no.
So, yeah, it's correct.
Oh, we're on a left-hand drive now.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, wait, is this the entrance? Oh, that's 2, isn't it?
That's number 2. Next one's 3. Next one's 1.
Alright, if you can find the entrance, we're alright.
It'll be along there somewhere.
What crop is this?
It looks like barley, I believe. Or something similar.
Yes, Rome, it's an island. Sorry, I've been away for a couple of weeks, I've forgotten everything.
Either way, we'll need the one that's on the trail.
Can't remember what my name is.
Who am I? What am I doing here?
Why am I here? What am I doing?
Oh, yeah.
Chris94, House Squirrel House Truck Fest. Squirrel Ross now, just kidding. Welcome back from Gamescom and Insomnia. Hope you had a lot of fun. We just love that you're back and favourite nutty streamer. It's good to be back, Chris. Thank you very much, mate. It's nice having breaks, but it's even nicer coming back. Although I say a break, it wasn't really a break at all. Honestly, if we don't find the entrance... Oh, here it is.
It's here.
Oh boy, how are we going to set up for this then? There's just nowhere to set up.
Yeah. I think last time we put the trailers in the driveways of the house, if you remember.
But we need the trailer for this, don't we?
Yes. But I mean, if we put the header...
Tell you what,
in...
you turn right, though, put your header in the drive. I'll put my header in this drive.
Yes.
Then I'll try to reverse, but I won't be able to for some reason because I need to press the space bar. Let's see. There we go.
Why can't I can't drop the trailer for some reason?
Get somebody to drop it for you. You have to get out for it, I think.
No, I can't drop the rear trailer.
The rear one? Just get out and do it.
Oh, is it manual attack? Oh, they've put manual attack.
Yeah,
back
it's
on that.
scumbaggery is what it is. I remember these trailers. You can't actually get the header off the trailer itself.
Press G and then press V so it lifts the
dude,
thing up.
I've done that already. I've done that and my wheels are still spinning.
Mine came off straight away.
No, mine didn't. Maniac's just going around and hooking his tractor up. It's because I've got no drive at all. What the heck is going on? This is like trying to get a bone off Doyle. There we go. There we go. Oh my god. That was insane.
Okay, now I'm stuck.
Yeah, I know why it's happening, Rome, but it's just... It should work, you know? It should work, shouldn't it? Okay. We'll get there in a minute. Let's unfold, unpack, and then we'll try and remember how to use the GPS mod. Which way do you want to go? Let's maybe go... I don't know how we want to actually do this.
I think we'll do a couple of parameters first.
It's probably a good idea to be fair. Let's get the lights turned off. Alright, let's run the perimeter. And don't forget to leave the straw.
Yep.
Is this map modelled on village? I don't think so. Well, we could have put our stuff to right, but there wasn't really much room there either. Yeah, we'll just run the perimeter and that'll be a lot easier to deal with. Did you see any celebratory bunting at Gamescom? Actually, no. I didn't really. Have you seen...
Celebratory bunting?
It's a joke from Sherlock.
Oh, right, okay.
I've not actually seen the new YouTube design. What have they changed?
The logo, mainly.
Is that it?
Pretty much.
Will I slide to the left a bit? 1 second. Let's get my moose. There we go. How's that? The new YouTube design is weird. I'm going to get lost in one day because I won't be getting used to this mega size. Wait, what have they changed apart from the logo?
Actually, I've reverted back to the old design because it still allows you to go back. However, I think they've changed the whole layout of certain things.
Beware, because what they do, Steve, is they go, hey, you can switch back to the old design, and then in 30 days they'll go, hey, our new design was a roaring success. You can now no longer switch back. Have a nice day.
Yeah. The problem is on the new design, I can't find the video manager.
Oh, right.
So that's why I reverted back.
Can't you just put it into the URL?
I could do, I guess.
Ballymoon Castle is 2 miles from Wine Big, County Carlow Island. Okay. You couldn't write comments anymore for the new version, had to go back to the old one, True Surium. We'll get to the Spetsy in a minute, True Surium. Turn. You can use Wikipedia as well. Well done, bro. Well done, mate.
It's like achievement unlocked to Wikipedia.
I'm sure there's a lot of memes around being able to use Wikipedia. How do you go back, Miss Kelly? I don't know. I've not even seen the new one yet. Presumably there's like a link somewhere you can click.
Yeah. It's in the settings somewhere.
Indeed, Trid. Almost the weekend. The new YouTube broke YouTube Center, so you reverted to the old one until Center's fixed. It's been a while since YouTube's updated their design, to be fair. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah.
Northern Trucker, they have moved everything almost and resized things. For example, they have moved the number of views for videos from the right to the left and made it grey and smaller. That's a weird one. Are they trying to say the views are less relevant now? You had to get used to the new design, but now you love it. I remember when Twitch redesigned theirs not that long ago, and a lot of people were kicking off, and I actually quite liked it.
I actually quite like the new design. It's more modern.
True, sorry, ditto, mate. Unfortunately, I didn't get much time with you because you had to go on Saturday, and Saturday is a bit full on for me. I had a lot more time on Sunday, but it was good seeing you all the same. And thank you very much for the bottles of let me say this properly for you. Spezi. Or Spezi as we call it.
Spezi.
So True Sarium bought some bottles of Spezi. And Baz, he brought a container full of Spezi.
Container?
Yeah, pretty much.
43 of them.
43 cans of Spezi. He had too many. He had to ditch some at the airport because he was overweight.
Yeah, but how did he ditch them? Did he sit there and drink them, or did he have to leave them there?
That's a good question. How did you get rid of them, Baz? Yeah, they're 330ml, I think. I think they're 330ml cans. I'm not sure what the bottle is. I assume the bottle is like a ½ litre. Yeah, the bottle's a ½ litre. I've not tried the bottle yet. I've got to put one in the fridge and find out if there's any difference in taste. Wow, I'm 93% full. Where's the nearest trailer, I wonder?
Behind you.
Okay. Time to unload. Thanks, Tyler. Did you take any photos or ideas of your time at Gamescom and I61 shows? So, Michael, I posted quite a few pics on the Instagram, but I have got more pics. I just need to get them off the phone. I've got stuff that I haven't shown you yet. So I'll get those off the phone. Try and do it tomorrow if I can. If not, I'll do it before Sunday Night Trucking. Nothing yet, Wyland? Nothing yet? You like the Dune Dark mode on YouTube? Oh, I didn't know they had one, Jamie. How do you activate that? What car did I get in Germany? An Opel Severa. It was a petrol automatic, I think. It was alright. Did the job. Yes, I know about that, Connor. I said so in the video. I might have a map ready for you, says Chris94. When ProMods 2.2 comes out, I have made a map add-on to work with ProMods. Ooh. Right, maybe now we can make an attempt to do some shenanigans with the GPS mod. Let's see. Sure the best way of cutting this field up, to be honest.
Probably east to west. West to
east. Let me get into... Right, do you want to see if you can copy that?
Okay,
copied it?
Yep, got it.
And then... try that. Looks like Steve has a bigger header. Have you?
Not that I know of. I'm showing 5.4 meters. So.
I've got 5.4 on the thingy.
Yeah, and it's cutting to the right size. So
we shall see.
LCF board guy, I think you need new glasses.
Okay. It's an awkward feel, this, Steve.
It is a bit.
Part of me thinks we should have just carried on running perimeter runs.
If you want to do that, we'll do that.
Might have been better.
Well, just think we have got to bail it, so the harder we make it with the bales, yeah.
That's true. You just bought a new Nissan Micra for 1p and it's going to cost between £600 and £1,000 to insure, go figure. Don't want me to explain why, Vizard? It's because insurance is not primarily designed to cover your car, it's primarily designed to cover other people's cars. Hence why, by law, you have to have third-party insurance. In other words, you don't have to cover your own car, but if you hit something else, you definitely have to cover the fact that you might drive into the side of a Porsche. So, in which case £600 would suddenly look like not a lot of money. So it doesn't matter what your car's worth, it's the damage you can do with it that counts.
I like how you're looking at this from the aspect of £600 for insurance. I'm looking at it as 1p for a Nissan Micra. Where the hell did you get a Nissan Micra for 1p?
It sounds like a token exchange to me. Mr. Dan, not been bad, sir. Let's run perimeters, Steve.
Okay.
Clockwise perimeters.
Clockwise It is.
Don't forget message about Dub AUT, Sander. You've lost me on that one. What was the message? I've not read the resub messages yet, so I don't know what Dub said. Could I check my business emails when I have time? Is that a mailbox email or a business email?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Which one is it? Business email. Am I looking for anything in particular in the search term? I don't have anything that says notified gaming. I don't know what I'm looking for though. Oh, Pineapple FM, okay. Right. I shall check it after the stream. Who's that? The Reaper of Twitch. Welcome back, Mr. Squirrel. Nice to see you again. And I have Farm Sim 17 on PS4 now, and I'm getting my farm up and running slowly, but it's getting there. Sounds good, Reaper. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. Jules, one of my gifts at your PO box, and 3 more gifts are on the way. I've got 3 little boxes for PO box on Sunday. Jules, maybe one of them's yours. A Prime, something else, and something in a white Jiffy bag. We're going to try and do subs, Diamond. Yes, I hope so. I shall try, mate. I was hoping we'd be in full GPS mode, but it's not really happening on this field.
It's not easy on this field. It's a bit of an awkward shape.
Well, that's one way of doing it. Old school. Yeah. So we got to bail this, Steve, and we've got to bail it without an auto loader thing. So we've got to manually pick it up and shove it on the back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So we've got like a pitchfork thing that can stack 4 bales on it, and then we have to shunt it onto the back
of a trailer.
So yeah, you know how that's going to go.
Yeah, that's going to end perfectly, isn't it? It's going to be like, I'll push it on from this side. No, 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 don't. Oh, never mind. Yep. It's going to be like Jenga.
Off the other side.
Like Jenga, but with hay bales.
Pretty much. How was the other farming sims that you've tried? So vanilla, I saw real farming sim and pure farming. So I think pure farming was the one that... did I get to try that one as that real farming? It's hard to remember now. Pure farming... The one where they've got fields in South America and Germany and Japan and America. There's like 5 areas around the world that you can farm in. I think that's pure farming. I tried that one. And it had it's like nice graphics. It has some very nice tutorials that will teach you how to do your farming, but fundamentally it kind of felt a lot like this game. It didn't really feel like it brought anything new to the table apart from slightly improved graphics, a better tutorial system, but it was very, very similar to this one. Real farming, it was more of a trailer that we saw. You didn't really get to actually play it or anything.
Hey, David.
Mr. Libido.
Do any of them support multiplayer, though?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
That's something that we're going to have to look into.
The thing is, though, is you can't really... It's not... You know, you should design your farming game with multiplayer in mind, not try and bolt it on later.
Yeah, true.
So I'm kind of thinking that they've missed a trick with that one. Indeed, I've not really seen any proper credible farming sim competitor, to be quite honest with you. I've not seen anything that's kind of made me go, oh yes, that's going to beat it into the ground. It's all a little bit like, oh, we're just trying to copy what has already been done.
It's showing 0 money because he's probably not logged in as an administrator because we was kind of rushing to get back on the server.
Yeah, I just need to log in as admin, don't worry. We have got loads of dosh. Wow, just had a double sub, guys, I think. K-Son-H, I think it is, and Disable. Can we give them both a nutty welcome, guys? Thank you for your support. Welcome to the house, KC and I think you're the first subs today, I think, unless I missed somebody. Which is possible.
Yeah, I can imagine that list of, you know, subs and donations and things is probably getting a little bit long now.
The resub list is quite long now.
Yeah.
And I do have to get through it as soon as I can. I missed you, James. I've missed the bunch, James, at the moment. There's a whole lot of resub messages I need to go through. I know, Whiteland, it's a big list I need to scroll through. You look too big in that chair, Paul. There is just room for you, Dave. Guys, did you see the picture that I posted on Instagram, me and Dave in that massive GT Omega chair? That was funny.
800 quid that cost them to build.
Wow.
That's just for them to build it. For them to
800
sell
quid.
it. You can imagine how much it's going to be. Yeah, but the size of it was huge.
It is big. Chop Suey Lewis, did you get to see any of the new Star Wars Battlefront at Gamescom? I saw they had a massive set, and I did post some pictures of it, of the Battlefront 2 set. I didn't play the game, but I did see they had like a TIE fighter hanging from the roof, and they had a X-Wing hanging from the roof, and then they had guys, you know, one guy was dressed up as Vader and a couple of stormtroopers. It was a massive like set piece, but I didn't actually play the game. Because, to be honest with you, I didn't play Battlefront 1, so apart from the beta, which I kind of went meh, pew pew, I don't want to play it. It was not really my thing.
I'm doing good, Thunderfluff Doomslayer. And it wasn't £800 to sit down, it was £800 to make it. God, if it cost £800 to sit down, we'd all be skinned.
Wow.
No, it cost them £800 just to actually manufacture and build it. Never mind how much it had cost to sell one of those.
Whiteland, I didn't actually have a look at the AMD stuff. I just posted that picture of their booth. But I didn't actually go on the booth.
I went past the MSI.
There was a moisture farm simulator level in Battlefront. You might have played it. A moisture farm simulator. What on earth is that, Beaker? Game already down touch. Bigfoot, Jedi handwave. These are not the bits you are looking for. Thank you, Bigfoot. Hey, Heyman. Thank you, sir.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think with pure farming, the kind of their angle is, oh look, we've got different crop that you don't have in farming sim. So we've got this machine that allows you to pick olives. Oh, you don't get that in farm sim. Yeah, so what? You actually get to play it, and it's basically sit inside a machine and then drive up perfectly lined up rows of olive trees. So it's just like farm sim, really. But no, it's olives. You're like, no, it's just like farm sim. I was kind of hoping for, you know, more realism.
I think the other one, I've seen one. I can't remember which one it is. It's the one that you backed on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And they've added so much to it that you have to get out of the tractor, hook up the trailer, and then you have to hook up all of the hose lines and everything. I think that one will be pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds more like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Don't finish your off. It's olives. What did I say?
You said olives.
I thought I said olives.
Yeah, you did.
I'll just nip in behind you there.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see any bus sims at Gamescom? I didn't actually. I didn't see a single bus simulator. To be honest, I wasn't interested. Now there's olives in my ear. Mr. Whiteland, but have you received it yet? I haven't got your big heavy item, Whiteland. I had to pay a customs charge on something this week, but I assume that was something I got from Canada, not your item. But it could be your item. It didn't actually say where it came from. It just said, here, pay us £14 custom fees. So I was like, okay,
how much?
£14.
Jeez.
Which means it could technically be Whiteland's. But I don't know.
£14 though.
Yeah? Yeah, because what they do, it doesn't matter what they... this is the way it works, Steve. It doesn't matter what charges they're going to make. They always add £10 administration on top.
Yeah.
Because I once had something where I had to pay £1.87 and £10 administration fees.
Wow.
Which is just...
That's a rip-off.
It's just ridiculous. Yeah, you're worried about what White and sent big-headed. You think I'm not?
Watch it be a plant pot or something, you know.
SCS has posted something about the France thing. What have they posted, Yoshi? I thought they were posting about Italy anyway. Right, as soon as we've done this field, I'm going to read through resubs.
Okay.
Because I need to.
Yeah, I kind of guess.
Whiteland, if you want...
Pot is a good idea.
If you want to send a plant pot, Whiteland, make sure it's an outdoor one. I don't do indoor plants. Hello Paul, almost 2 weeks of flight training down 3.5 years to go. Why is it going to take so long, Jim Bob? My, did I tell you, Steve, about my flying yesterday?
No.
Right.
I've not spoke to you since
That's true.
Insomnia.
So yesterday, right, today's a lovely sunny day. Yesterday, it was not sunny, but I was booked on 2 flights yesterday, and we were supposed to be doing circuit work, right?
Okay.
So we'd never done circuits before, so we had a 30-minute briefing on circuits. So we stood there with a whiteboard, explained, you know, we're going to take off 06, right-hand pattern, all this stuff,
Yeah.
all these things they have to do, blah, blah, blah. Okay, right, let's go flying. So he gets in the plane, and at this point it's like overcast with some drizzle. Oh, and a 10-knot crosswind. Like, literally crosswind to the runway. So we're on
Right.
06, and the wind's coming in at 330, so it's like perfectly 90 degrees coming in. The windsock is almost full. It's like keeps flapping up to full, exact crosswind. I'm thinking, this is going to be fun for my first, like, proper circuit landings, you know, into a massive crosswind. Oh, but it gets better. So,
Right, okay. I'm getting worried now.
to top it all off, there's like a bunch of noise abatement things around the runway.
Yeah.
Around the runway, around the airfield, there's like a farmhouse where they do weddings. There's a grumpy house that always complains. There's like a bunch of things that you have to miss out. So it's like,
Just imagine that farmhouse where they do weddings.
oh yeah, you get anywhere near that house and the phone just immediately rings.
Oh, that would be so funny.
It's literally like that. So it's like take off, as soon as you see the radar mast, turn 090, climb, you know, miss this town on the left, get into the circuit, don't forget you've got a 10-knot crosswind, so you're going to get blown off course, all this kind of stuff. So it's a lot of concentration, you know, flaps are up, do your checks, make your ATC call, you're coming back round again, flaps coming down, kill the speed, start descending, watch out for this other town thing that you've got to miss down there. you know, there's a ton of focus, and then as you're coming in, just to top it all off, there's a crosswind, which just makes it so you're coming in sideways, you know. So there's all these fun and games, right? But then, just to put the nail in the coffin, there's a problem. So as I'm taking off, I start veering to the left on takeoff, which I'm like, what the heck? Like, the plane started veering to the left on takeoff, and he was like, whoa, 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 like, correct it like this. So I corrected it, and it was starting to, like, leave the runway. So I immediately just pulled back, and because we had 70 knots, I just pulled back and took off. So I was thinking, what the heck was that? It must be the crosswind, but the crosswind was coming in from the left, but I veered into the crosswind, so I was a bit confused. But I thought, what did I do wrong? I was trying to work it out. Maybe it's because I've not flown for a couple of weeks, I'm thinking. I don't know. Right. So I take off. I come back around, and he said, right, this time we're just going to practice coming in, but we're just going to do a go-round. So he comes in, boof, hit the throttle, do a go-round. So going back around the circuit again. This time we're going to do a touch and go, he says. So we come down onto the runway, like, the wheels hit the runway, and then after about a second, the plane suddenly starts moving left again, as if to go off the runway, like heads into the wind, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. So I correct it with a rudder, and then immediately take off again, and I'm thinking, what is going on here? Is this just me? What am I doing wrong?
Right.
So we're coming back around the third time for a full stop, and he goes, I'll take the controls this time, and you can just, like, hold the controls, and I'll show you what I do. As we're coming in, right, he hits the tarmac, and then about a second after, the plane suddenly lurches to the left, just like it did for me, and then he pulls back the stick, and the nose comes up, and then he plants it back down again, so it's like a roller coaster ride.
Wow.
And then it's like...
He's supposed to be an instructor.
Yeah, but there was a fault on the aircraft. This is the thing.
Wow, okay.
This is the thing, right? So he thought all along it was me.
It was you, yeah.
So he was going to show me how to do it, you know, TM. But actually, there was a fault on the aircraft.
Right.
Now, I'd done all my checks, and I'd noticed, like, on an, you know what the oleo is? The oleo extension.
No.
So, on the, you know where the wheels are? There's like two wheels, right? One on either side of the wing.
I should hope so.
Yeah.
Unless you've lost one on one of the landings.
So the actual arm that comes down onto the wheel, like the suspension arm, that's called the oleo.
Right, okay.
And it basically absorbs the shock of the impact. It's got oil and air in it. So it's got air so it compresses, but it has oil so it doesn't jump back out and bounce the aircraft. That's called the oleo. And the extension on it, you have to check on your checklist. You have to check the extension, right? And I noticed that the right one was a bit smaller than the left, but it looked okay because you're told as long as you've got like an inch of extension, it's fine. It's not collapsed or anything. But oh my god, did that make a difference. So basically, we landed and he said the right oleo extension is clearly broken, there's something wrong. So he says what happens is the left wheel comes down first, then the right wheel comes down, and then the plane immediately turns to the left, and that's exactly what was happening. So he had to take the plane out of service straight away, and it has to go in to have an oleo repump. It's only like a regas, it's only like a half-an-hour job.
Yeah.
But it has to be done by a qualified, you know, everything in flying has to be done by certified everything and signed off. So that was out of action for the day. And then so we're waiting. He said, "Oh, we'll fly in Oscar Romeo this afternoon." He said, "It's all right, yeah." Then the weather starts coming in. This guy comes in. He takes Oscar Romeo up in the air. When he's about halfway up, my instructor makes a call to him in the air and says, "What's it like up there?" And he goes, "Lousy." And we're all like laughing. Is that like a technical term? He said, "Yeah, there's like hardly any visibility. The cloud level's coming down to like 1200 now." He said, "It's nasty. I'm coming back." So we just came back in, and instructor just went, "Well, it's not really circuit weather. It's best just not doing it today." I was like, "Great." So I went home.
Well,
but he was like saying,
"Well, then, though, to you know, if he's I'll say a season qualified." He's a certified instructor, and he struggled to land that plane.
Yeah, he did.
And you did it twice.
Yeah.
It's just like,
yeah. The fact that I didn't crash it is probably says something. Because it was, but that was my first circuit was marred by bad weather, a crosswind, and a broken aircraft, which is probably about as worse as it's going to get, I think. So after that, it's going to be easy.
And a broken Oreo. I'm just going to call it an
Oreo.
Oreo.
It's not an
'cause
Oreo.
It's
It's
like
not a
an
biscuit.
Oreo.
Oh man. So yeah, that was my day.
How's your Oreo? Well, it's a little bit crunchy, but it's alright.
Chocolatey.
Yeah, chocolatey and creamy. Well, you know, I've had no end of problems this week as well, so... Well, I say this week. Coming back from insomnia.
What, you had
Probably
problems?
already heard anyway. Yeah, the car kind of broke down on the way back from Birmingham.
What happened?
You know how on a spark plug you've got the spark bit at the bottom, and then you've got like a little bit of metal that kind of curves around, which creates that spark gap.
The gap, yeah.
Well, let's just say there was no metal piece there when I took the spark plug out, and yeah, so it was misfiring.
Oh dear.
And
was it old?
I've no idea. I've no idea when the spark plugs were changed. This is the problem. So I've had them all changed, all 4 of them. It ran
Sounds like
okay. Yeah, it ran okay for a little bit, and then it went into limp mode. And if you were driving at 30 miles an hour, you could drive okay. But if you came to a stop, it'd stall.
Yeah.
It'd just completely stall. So I replaced the ignition coils, and it was still doing it. It was still doing the same thing. So I had to have it recovered because I just couldn't physically drive anywhere with it. And the RAC guy turned around and says, "Oh yeah, it's common with these things." He says, "It's the throttle body." So I looked online and I was like, "Okay, throttle body. 300 quid. No. Yeah, 300 quid for a throttle body." I was like, "No, thanks." So I looked online how to change them, or clean them out. And it's pretty simple. So went online, got some cleaner.
So hang on, you brought up your tablet like car mechanic sim, ordered yourself some new parts.
Exactly, that's it. Went
Put it on the
Amazon store, went onto Amazon, got it delivered overnight, but £30 for a bottle of like fluid, like it's like brake cleaner, but it's not. It's for proper throttle stuff, and 30 quid. I was like, rip off. So anyway, stripped it all out, got the throttle body off, and it was absolutely filthy. It was disgustingly horrible. I wish I'd have took a photo of it. But anyway, cleaned it all out, put it all back, and it seems to work fine. So I'm happy. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. So yeah, well, at least it's sorted now.
It sounds to me like the plugs have not been changed in quite a few years.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the RAC guy said that because it's had one cylinder not burning fuel, that could be the problem with the throttle body, because it's been sucking, petrol fumes that have not been burnt, etc. But like I said, luckily enough, it's fixed now. So
not what you want on the way back, though, is it?
Sorry?
It's not what you want on the way back.
Well, yeah, true. But luckily enough, we were probably only around about 20 miles away, and it got home. It got home fine. But like I said, every time you come to a stop, it'd shudder, and then it'd stall. And to stop it from doing that, I was over revving it when trying to set off and stuff. So anyway, got it back and sorted it all out. But notified gaming, I've already got an OBD scanner, so I've cleared all the codes and it's all good.
Jamie, you shouldn't be taking off if the plane has a brake fault, because that's one of the things you do straight away is test your brake.
Yeah, you don't, you don't take off without that because you've not got reversers.
James, welcome back. We missed you. How was your week? Also, did you see any new bus sims or good sims at Gamescom? I didn't really see any good sims at Gamescom apart from, I saw Project Cars 2, but there wasn't really any good new simulators at Gamescom this year. Other years we've seen things, but not this year. The reason it took so long is university 4-year degree with all the commercial endorsements. Ah, right, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that'll do it. You're going for proper big boy piloting.
Have you been watching that series on TV, on ITV?
The EasyJet one?
EasyJet, yeah.
Been watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
The way they send them to New Zealand to train.
That's crazy. but they say that it's the same sort of
Climate as here,
conditions and
yeah.
flying conditions as what we have in the UK, so kind of makes sense, I guess.
But a lot less busy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we used to,
I'd love to
when I
do
used to live in Harlow, there was a family that we used to be friends with, and they moved to New Zealand
Nice.
just before all the big earthquakes hit, so they had that fun in Christchurch.
Yeah.
But their son, he studied to be a pilot. He's a trained pilot now, so I think he's flying jets, I'm not sure. But he did it all in New Zealand.
It's something I'd love to do. It's just expensive.
It really
What
is.
100 grand just to get your license and certifications, etc. And I'm like, yeah. If I had the money, I'd do it, but unfortunately, I don't, so I can't.
100 grand is not something that people generally have in their back pocket.
Exactly.
It has to be a massive loan. Do you watch the British Bake Off now? I used to enjoy it with Mary and Paul and stuff, but I've not seen it since they kind of moved the show.
Don't worry, Fletch boy, I can already see it. I can see chat. I just don't respond to everything.
Yeah, because there was that guy whose mum had like remortgaged a house to train him
to
up.
pay for him. And then she got on the flight and she's like, so when will I start getting any of my money back? This is like 3 years down the line. You know, can I get some of my money back now, please?
Yeah, well, he starts off on £40,000, and then, you know, about 5 years' time, maybe you'll be on like more. And you're like, she's sat there going, great, I'm not going to see this money, am I?
Whiteland, I think he's going to wait until we've done this field and then he'll read them.
Yeah, Whiteland, I said I'm just going to finish this field off and then I'm going to read them all out. Because we can't really GPS this field, so I can't harvest this field and read all those scrolling messages. It's just not going to happen. Paul, Survival Mars is coming out in 2018 as a sim game is not good enough. Survival Mars is coming out in 2018 as sim game is not good enough. I'm not sure what the last bit means, Mark. Survival Mars, though. That sounds like somebody's made a game based on the movie. You know, where he was on Mars and he had to survive on his own.
I forgot what that film's called now.
Yeah, it was based on a book.
Bring Him Home, that's it.
Eh?
Bring Him Home.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Bring Him Home. It's with Matt Damon.
It was Matt Damon. I didn't think that was what it was called.
Yeah,
though.
it's called Bring Him Home. Or Get Him Home or something.
Survival Mars is made by Paradox. Oh, that's interesting. So what kind of game is it? Is it like a... It was called The Martian, wasn't it? Yeah.
The Martian? I thought it was Bring Him Home.
Or maybe the book was called that, but the movie was called Martian.
Oh, okay. It's a good film either way. I like it when he blows himself up when he's trying to grow potatoes.
Yeah. I was like listening to the book, I didn't make it all the way through though. It's a lot more detailed and technical.
Oh, yeah. They normally are.
Do you know what, Steve? I think we'll just do the long edges. I don't see much point in doing that short one now. Yeah, Paradox did Skylines, Fletchy. That's why I'm wondering what kind of game it's going to be. Is it going to be, you know, like a RTS type game or a sim game? Is it going to be laid out like Skylines? Is it like kind of colonization type game? Or is it more like, say, Take on Mars, where you're driving the vehicles and stuff? Hey, Mrs. Don't. It was lovely to meet you as well.
It was lovely to meet you again, Mrs. Don't, and thank you for the flapjack. It didn't last long, you know.
I ate my flapjack that evening.
I remember you sending a text to, I think it was Sommy that you sent a text to, and you said, I'll be there in about 10 minutes just eating flapjack or something.
That's what I had. Mrs. Don't flapjack.
Oh, it was so good. It was so thick, though. I think it was a little bit too thick.
The word that I would use is
nice.
moist.
Oh, it was definitely moist. But I'm on about it was a little bit too thick. I was like, trying to take a bite on this thing.
I had it with a cup of tea. It was great.
Nice. Sommy stole half of mine.
Did he?
Because he was like, he's like, I'll have a try of some of that next year, Mrs. Don't. And she turned around and she went, Steve? I was like, yeah. She said, give Sommy a couple of pieces of that flapjack. And I was like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
So Sommy had some of mine. It's all good, though. I still enjoyed it.
Here, have a flapjack now. Give half of it to Sommy.
Yeah.
Thanks. Surviving on Mars is a city builder, but more the challenges of Mars. Right, okay. So it's kind of like an Anno type game, I guess. So it's not really a sim then, is it? It's what do they call those games? Like a colonization game or a RTS
Not
game?
like a top-down view sort of game, isn't it?
Unless it's like Skylines but on Mars, that'd be quite funny. Jules, missed my last bit. Jules, did Twitch say why it went down? They didn't say why. It went down hardcore though, Jules. Like, properly went down. Everything was broken. Rip Steve? Wait for it. User is disconnected from your channel. Wait for it. Steve's just gone rip. There he goes. Bye-bye, Steve. User in your channel timed out. I think he's going to have to go and put 50p in the meter. Oh, I didn't see the preview. I didn't actually see the Paradox stand, actually. Yeah, I didn't see their stand. I didn't know they had a new game. He just blue screened. Rip-a-doodle-doo. Maybe I should actually just read out resub messages instead and let him come back and finish the field. I'll have to watch out for him jumping back in TeamSpeak. A black New Holland? What is this madness? Mods. Paradox announced a few things at Gamescom. The thing is when you're there, it's hard to keep track of everything that's going on, you know? There's so many things. So much going on at Gamescom, it's insane. Right, I'm just going to park here a sec. Let's read these resubs. There's a power cut in Sheffield. I'm not sure if it affected Steve or not. Me neither. There he is. He's back in the lobby. One sec.
User was moved to your channel.
Oh, the wonderful blue screen of death. Fantastic. Managed to saying that. I don't know if it's part of the thunderstorms that we've been having.
Could be.